All right, good afternoon and greetings from South Georgia, USA. Greetings to the entire world. Going to show you how to build a fence post brace. Now, I know a lot of you might know how to do this, but I bet there's a lot more that are going to be having to do this that don't know how to do it. All right, this is a tamping stick, a rod. That's a kind of a professional one right there because I've built miles of fences. But you can use any kind of a stick that'll poke down in the hole to dig your hole with your post hole digger and tamp it. Now this is the end of the tamping job here. And this will make the post steady. Now, the wire is going to be tied right here, and the fence is going to be pulling this way. So, the pressure is going to be going in this direction. So what we're going to do now, we get this in here. Let me show you another thing real quick. We're going to pause. All right, this is your cross brace right here. Whatever length your posts are, they're usually 6 feet, 6.5 feet long. Measure it, mark it, and cut it so that it will fit tight between these. You want this to be below your fence wire a little bit. You don't want it above it. You want it about what, if you got 4-foot wire, you want it a little bit lower than that. Okay, now to put these in place, this is important. You drill, look at this drill bit. Just a little bit smaller than your nail, okay? You need to drill a hole in it, in the wood. And if you don't, at an angle like you're going to drive it in, like that. If you don't drill that hole, you're going to split your wood and it's going to decay prematurely. That's how you do it. You can put one in the top. If you want to, you can put one in the side. It doesn't have to be in the side. They don't slip. Once you tighten this up, this thing here ain't going anywhere, okay? We'll put one in the side, just to demonstrate. You kind of have to go in straight to get it started, and then get your angle. It's unusual. All right, that's not going anywhere, okay? Now, this is your wire part of the brace. You're pulling that way. Your wire is going to be pulling this way. This is the end of the fence here, okay? So, you want to tie the wire to the bottom here. Go there, right down there, and bring your wire diagonally up to there, okay? So when the fence wire pulls this post here, it'll push this brace post against this post, and the wire will resist and it will pull from the bottom of that. When a post bends, when this post goes this way, the bottom moves the least. That's why you put your wire at the bottom. It moves the least at the bottom. That'll pull against the bottom and pull against this, which is moving more. And that's what ties the whole thing together, okay? So we're going to put, now this is high tensile electric fence wire. You can get this at your ag supply. It comes in pretty big rolls, okay? High tensile electric fence wire. Okay, we're gonna put a fence staple down there to keep the wire from slipping up. Feed it through there. All right. Now a lot of times you have somebody helping you. But you can do it by yourself like I'm doing. Now this is reclaimed electric fence wire here. Anytime I have to take a hot wire down or something, I always reclaim the wire and roll it up neatly. This stuff, I don't think it has a life expectancy. Then this will go through here, through another staple. I think I have, but I don't, so I'm going to pause and get that. Now you have another staple up here to feed this wire through. If you don't put the staple, then as the wire tightens up, you're going to end up with possibly slipping. Keep on pulling it through. I hope I have enough wire here to go all the way. I think I do. Have enough to go all the way down to the bottom and back again, and I don't have enough, so I got to claim some more. And I'm going to have enough wire here. I'm going to go ahead and unroll the rest of this so that it won't get tangled up. Like I said, this is a lot easier with 4 hands instead of 2. But right now my other 2-hand helper is running the video camera. You stick that in the ground where this wire won't get away. Okay? Now I'm going to estimate what it'll take to go all the way to the bottom and back around again. All right, we have got this thing wrapped. We've left enough at the ends where we can go back around the post with it. And we're going to go underneath the staple, we're going to twist this wire closed. Okay. That's the problem of using old wire. That rarely happens, but this wire just broke. What we're going to do is, I'm not going to worry about it too much. What we're going to do is get this piece of wire up. I'm going to stick this one through there. Okay. Like that. I'm going to twist it right here. Now that piece of wire had a kink in it from years ago when it was used in an electric fence, but we still have it, see, like this. Alright, we're going to pause and I'm going to show you how to tighten this. Alright, we got a treated stick. This is some of those we use to repair the fences with. Go about halfway. Now you got to think about which way you want your thing to. The fence wire is going to be on this side here. Okay, that's another thing. Which side do you want to put your fence wire? Well, which side are you trying to keep things from getting out of? Are you trying to keep things from getting out this way? Or are you maybe trying to keep things from getting out or in this way? So your wire is going to be this. In this particular pin, we're trying to keep animals from going that way. So we're going to put our wire here. Okay? So this right here needs to be on this side out of the way. Alright, watch how you do it. Okay. Now this is too long, but we'll fix it. About halfway. And we're going to start winding it. Okay. I'm just laying it down. Now you see it tightening up? Now it gets tighter and tighter. It'll finally get so tight that you can't move it anymore. Now, so we don't want it to hit the ground here. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that it clears the ground this way. Okay, we got clearance here. Now we're going to keep on. We're soon going to have to. Now watch this. See that? That's the way you want it to catch. If you did it the other way, you'd have this over here in the way of the wire. Now I'll tell you right now, that right there is an arm breaker. You got to get control of it. Now I'm going to do it one more time, and I hope I'm not going to be the example. Now this is getting super duper tight. All right, right there. Now, this is what I always do with these. See there? Now you got to pull in against the bottom here. You don't want it any tighter than that, okay? My last little trick is I do not want that right there to get loose. Say that somebody came along here and pushed this down and it got loose, that thing would come back and break somebody's leg big time. So this is what we're going to do. It'll come back to you. It'll come back to you. What we're going to do is this. We're going to drill a hole in this. This is to keep some kid from coming along here at some time, you know, in the future and pushing this thing down. Now, we're going to even do more than that because we want to be safe. We're going to nail it, and we're going to wire it. Now this is a treated piece of wood, and this is all tightened up right here. Pulling from the bottom of the post, catching it there. This is going this way, and this thing here now, when we tie our wire back here and pull that way, or pull that way and nail our wire off is what we're really going to do, and we're going to nail it off and then wrap it right here. Okay, that's how you build a post brace. There might be better ways of doing it, but I've been doing it a long time and it's been working. Now we're going to take these pieces of wire that are sticking out right here, and we're going to get a little safety minded and just wrap them kind of to the inside. This stuff here will cut you pretty bad too, but let's get it in there like that. Get it some kind of way if we can. Where it won't be sticking out. Let me grab my planes. I'll tell you another tip right here. This is a pair of Klein, I don't know if they're lineman pliers or not, but I bought these when I was about 30 years old, and I'm still using them just like they were brand new. And that is a lesson in buying good quality tools. Now I know there might be exceptions now, like if you're planning to lose it all the time or something like that, but here it is 43 years later. 30 and 43 is 73, and I'm still using these things right here. Okay, let's take a little bit of time to praise God for making us and for giving us His Son to die in our place so that we could achieve a born-again status and enter the kingdom of heaven as a born-again creature. This is what my channel is about. And here lately with this Hurricane Helene, I think it's called, I am focusing on prepping and trying to help people that are, a lot of you guys out there, if I know what's going on, you're looking for you a piece of land out in the country to get out of town, get out of Dodge. And I think that you're going to be doing that. And you're going to need to know how to build fences, chicken pens, how to get your water going and all that. And I'm going to try to help with that because I've been doing that since I bought these Klein pliers 43 years ago. And a lot of what I built up through the years got knocked down in this last storm. But enough of the infrastructure is still there that I am putting the pieces back together. The only different thing is I now have a telephone, and this is my first one. I've had it about 2 or 3 years. Never had one before. Never knew how to get on the internet. Never knew none of that stuff. But the Holy Spirit has led me to do that and to reach out to the believers out there in the world with this amazing internet thing, and to seek the lost sheep, those that are eventually and ultimately going to turn to Jesus. I would suggest that you do it this very day. Time is getting short, either because the end of the world is going to happen soon, or your end of the world is going to happen soon. One way or another, you're going to meet your Maker. And in my opinion, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. So that's what I got to say about it today. I'll show you building this fence in the next couple of days, and I'll explain why I'm building this fence. I want to show you the other one, though, before I quit. The other one that I had. Look at that mess there. My prep kitchen building fell off the foundation. The people that sold me that, the builders, said they were going to put it back at no charge because they did not properly tie it down with hurricane straps. And then you see the fences are all knocked over, and I've had to prop them up, but it's better to rebuild a new fence here, and that's what I'm doing. All right, this is Gardener Israel signing off.